everyone, welcome to my channel again. So today I'm going to do the second part of how we are saving or cutting costs so that we can afford me staying home. Today is going to be more on the do side because last time I spoke more about things we are cutting and things we no longer doing. So today I'm going to share with you the work that I do from home. Yes, I work from home. So I do teach English online, so I'm going to share that with you. I'm also going to share with you other jobs you can do from home that will not require you be away so much from your home if you are the type of person who prefers to be more at home. And then the other thing I'm going to share with you is some of the questions that I got from the last video I did. So I'm going to start with answering some of the questions. The first one was about water. So if we are not buying the bottled water, what are we using? I thought I did mention that, but it seems I didn't. So we have we invested in a small filter. It's actually a distiller that we use by our sink. We are trying to save for a whole house filter. It's a little bit expensive and we don't want to get it on credit, so we're just saving for that. Hopefully we'll be able to afford that very soon, and that will make things much easier. Sometimes the water that we brew from the distiller is not enough. I mean, not that it's not enough, but I forget to do it. And then when it happens like that and we have to cook, I just go to the store and do the refill, the gallon refills. So that's what we are doing now. And then somebody asked me about appealing to your husband. You know, when I say I'm not doing these things anymore, I'm not putting that much makeup, I'm not combing my hair, I'm not doing all these hairstyles. So somebody asked me about, what about appealing to your husband? This is a whole topic, like a big topic, and I don't think my answer, like I always say, will not fit everybody. But for us, like, we always have this question in our mind, or when we talk about these things and things happening in the world, we always ask ourselves, what should be the bar or what should be the standard for the things that we do? So if we're talking about appealing, what is my husband's standard about how I should appeal to him or attract him? I mean, the word appealing alone sounds really corny to me, but I guess there's no better way to explain it. So what is his standard? What is he basing his appealing or attraction definition on? Is it by the models he sees in stores, Victoria's Secret models, by the trends that are coming out now, by what he watches on TV? What is he cultivating in his heart that leads him to desire the things that he wants to desire from me? So those things kind of help. Like, I'm not going to go into details because I think this will vary. For me, when I was dating Chris as well, I didn't really go that far into like trying to attract him. So that also makes it easier for us as well. I think I'm even better now compared to them. Yes, I used to buy a lot of clothes, but I will not still fit into your fashionista definition. Like, so I was still like the plain Jane, like not too much difference. So I think that also pays, but the main thing is, how far are you willing to go in order to appeal to your husband, or how far is he willing for you to go in the name of appealing? So those are some of the things. I mean, years ago, 1890 something, women would wear baggy dresses and whatever, and they attract men. Few years went by and then now they have to wear another style, and that appealed to men. So clearly this is based on what you have allowed yourself, the taste that you have acquired. So it's really something that you can really adjust. If it's making you waste a lot of money, then you guys should think about it. For us, our standard is Christ. And we always ask ourselves these things. Just like myself, I know that he should be a provider for the home, and I know that he should provide all my needs and the needs of Isabel, but what determines the things I need? So just like that, I also have standards for him, but what determines the things that I ask him to do for us? So it just goes two ways. So that's it about the appealing thing. But later I'm going to go into details, maybe in another video about that. So let me go straight into the things that you can do from home. So one of the things I wanted to do was babysitting, but it's a new country, like it's a new place for us, and I'm still learning about rules. I'm learning about how people want their kids to grow, the culture here and everything. And I realized taking care of Isabel that it's not something that you should do if you really do not know the parents, especially in a place that I don't know much about. So it was not, I changed my mind about that. Another reason why I didn't want to do the babysitting as well was the fact that our home is not that baby proofed. So I really watch Isabel a lot, and we don't have a lot of things at home, so it makes it actually easier. Like there's a big space. So I didn't want to risk something like that, anything happening. So babysitting is one thing you can do from home if you have a kid. I really love the idea because it's so easy for me to be with kids. Like it's something that comes natural to me, and especially if there's no structure. Like I just have to play with them. I have to watch them that they're okay. I have to take care of them. I have to laugh with them. I like playing with kids and all that. Like I said, the only thing is that I'm new here and I just need to know the people around me, just know how things are done. So I decided not to do the babysitting, but it's one thing that you can do. I know most of you people ask you, hey, can you watch my kid or stuff like that? You can actually make a small poster and say, I do this officially, so if you want me to watch your kid, you can pay this. All right, and the other thing is the ESL, Teaching ESL Online. So I teach with I have signed up with a couple of companies. The one that helps me the most is the Education First. It's called EF. I'm going to link it under this video in the comments or in the description of this video. If I don't link it, send me a email and I will send the link to you. The reason why I'm saying I might not link it because I'm going to load this video as soon as I'm done, so I'll edit it later and add it. So maybe you want it immediately, send me an email and I will help you with that. I have so many videos I want to record. Chris has been home for a month and I did nothing. I wrote all the list of videos I wanted to do, and guess what, the month is over. He's about to go back to work and now I'm rushing everything. So yeah, I teach English online, Education First. I like it. They pay lower than most of the ESL online jobs, but it's the most flexible for me because my main job is being the home preparer or the homemaker here. So I needed something that if I'm needed in the home or I had to do something, I'll be able to leave it and do it. And also I needed something that I can go a long time without doing it and I wouldn't get any penalty, because with the other ones you have to apply for leave, you have to do this, and I just didn't want that. So with this one, it really fits into our routine, like Chris and I's routine. So it's my favorite. The Education First is my favorite. I'll probably do a separate video talking about Education First. It's my favorite ESL online job. So there is a group, okay? Even before I link the whatever for you to go about how you can apply, there's a group for online ESL teachers. There's one for South Africa. So if you are in South Africa, you are South African. If you are a resident of South Africa, you don't qualify, okay? So only South Africans with South African passport. There's a group for that. It's the South African ESL online teachers or online ESL teachers. Just Facebook, search that in the Facebook bar and join the group. Please, if you join the group, don't go and make yourself dirty there. What I mean is, don't go and be just typing things, asking questions, doing all these things with first of all, go to the announcement tab. They normally have answered most of the questions that you have. Secondly, what you can do, search the question you want to ask in the search bar, and it probably has been answered already. Some groups are really kind. They don't mind answering questions over and over, but some other groups are not. So I will advise you to search first before you go and type. Sometimes you have questions like, what internet do I need? What internet is the best? What laptop is the best? Stuff like that. They probably answered it. You probably want to ask, what's the best company that pays? They probably answered it. So search in the group first, check the announcement tab. And number 3, the admin of that South African online ESL teachers, she has created this Google Docs where you can input a question like personally just to her, and she will answer you. Then lastly, if you don't find your answers in the search bar, in the announcement tab, then you can go ahead and post in the group. Okay, then for people who are not in South Africa, they are here in the States, there's also an online ESL group. It's the one that I'm part of. There are a lot here in the States. So the one that I'm part of is the ESL Online Teachers Review Group. It's called the ESL Online Review Group. I don't know if I'm saying it in order of how it appears, but I will look into it and link that as well. They are all on Facebook, and I think that's all about it. Personally, for me, I signed up with about 5 companies, and I was just searching, and maybe another video I will tell you into details why I had to go through all those companies. But I thank God he gave me what I really needed, and that has helped us. Yeah, so that also helped because I mean, I have some money that I can use, we can add to our income. Chris is like, please don't count your income, but I do count it. He teases me, like, when I tell people, I'm like, well, we are managing because we're not just depending on one income, is 1.5. He's like, 1.5? Not even 1.25, like, whatever. He's like, not even 1.25. So yeah, but it helps, it does help. So the other thing that I want to advise you guys is that you should surround yourself with people who think like you or support the same views as you. Now listen to me, I'm not saying you should cut off anyone. I have never cut off anyone in my life, and I don't think I will ever. Actually, I'm the one who is supposed to be cut out. So I don't really look at people go like, you work with eagles, don't work with chickens. I don't know who the chickens are, because all of us, sometimes we can be chickens and sometimes we can be eagles. Like, no one is perfect. I do not go about cutting people. But sometimes when some people pressurize you so much and they try to take you in a certain direction, of course you can reduce the amount of time you spend with them. You can, if you spend more time with them, what are you going to be talking with them? What are you going to be talking about with them? So that's one thing that helps me a lot. And for me, I guess even the people lose interest in me because the things I start to say and the things I start to show interest in bores them. Right now, the friends that I've surrounded myself with, I don't even know if they consider me as a friend. But yeah, my mom groups, they don't really care about all these fashion, like, not that they don't care, they look good, they dress up, but they don't, it's not like a topic where, I don't want a friendship where we meet and the only thing we are talking about is what's in your wardrobe, what's your makeup, and like, it's not gonna help me because I don't want to spend money in that area. But that does not mean you should cut off people. I'm just saying, and be vocal, be vocal about the things you believe in. I'm not saying when people have not asked you, go and be telling them about things. What I'm saying is that if you are with friends who are going in one direction that you are not going in, let them know, talk about it. And because if you don't, you feel so much under pressure, and one day you will just bust out like in a negative way. That is why we have people deciding that, okay, since people are not accepting fat people, I'm gonna go naked and go on Facebook. Those are people that for a long time they've not been able to express themselves. I don't think that's a proper way to express yourself. You don't have to go naked. Like, okay, people don't understand what stretch marks is, so I'm going naked on Facebook. Like, try to talk about it. People will tell you that, oh, you don't have to express your opinion about everything. You don't have to talk about things that you believe in. Of course, you have to. These people are trying to impose things on you, but they are telling you to shut up. So I try to talk about the things that I believe in, so people already know where I stand. But it's not like they are minding their business and I just go blah 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 blah. But if I'm talking with my friend, who should I use as an example? Let me use Leslie, because she's the only one that I can go unpunished. So let's say I'm talking to Leslie and Leslie is telling me, you know, you need to show some flesh when you dress up, or you need to blah blah blah. I will show my voice like, but I don't think, you know, that I will express myself. Some people will keep quiet. They'll be like, maybe if I say what I believe in, I'm judging, or I'm, no, you have to express yourself. Like, that helps. The more you talk about the things you believe in, I believe it helps you. So surround yourself with people who support you, even people who don't support you. Try to express yourself with them. Let them know the kind of direction that you are going. If it's either they'll cut you off or they'll stop asking you about those things. Okay. And there are a few things that I didn't talk about the last time that we that helps us in terms of, I forgot to speak about Isabel. Kids are expensive. Kids are so expensive. If you have a child, and it's worse if you love impulse buying. So for Isabel, we are so blessed. She is getting hand downs, hand me down. Is that what it's called? But we have a family friend that has 2 girls, so all their clothes, older girls, so all their clothes comes to Isabel. So she is so blessed. We rarely buy anything, especially when it comes to like occasional beautiful stuff, and she has all of them, like in all sort of sizes. Maybe sometimes for a certain season, we might miss out on a size, then we buy. But even that one, we buy just affordable. So Isabel, when it comes to clothing, she's got all sort of clothing from my family friend. So we don't spend a lot there. But even if you have a child and your friend also has an older child, you guys can be doing that sort of things where you give each other your clothes. Like, but sometimes you, like this family friend, she's not going to gain anything from me because Isabel is younger, so she can't pass anything to her children. So yeah, sometimes it will not benefit, but it's still better than you wasting. You can give it to someone. You can also sell it. You can also sell clothing if you have those clothes that your children wore and you bought. You can also sell it. They have stores, online stores, Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how it is in your country, but here it really works. People sell stuff. So as we don't have any excess stuff to sell, but if we want something like Isabel's toys, I buy most of them online, secondhand. I never buy new. Okay, I rarely buy new toys. Most of the toys are secondhand from Facebook Marketplace, from our community buy and sell group. Yeah. And the other thing is celebrations. So, you know, parties. Let me just say parties. So we just decided that, you know, they cost a lot of money. So for Isabel, we just decided, when it comes to Isabel birthday parties, we just decided we're not gonna be doing those themed birthday parties, whether it's so flamboyant and flashy. We just decided that we are not going to do that. For her first birthday, oh my goodness, it was so tempting. Like, we decided that we're not going to do that. Number one, we just moved here and we didn't have that much friends, so it was all about trying to, you know, have those cute pictures. You post it on Facebook and people are like, wow, you know. But we had to stick to our guns. Like, we didn't want to do this. And because we didn't plan, we didn't have any money set aside. But guess what? Our tax refund money had just come in. So we wanted to use that part of that money. But thank God we still stuck to the fact that we're not going to have those flamboyant parties. We took pictures, and of course we made a cake that she couldn't eat. At least we satisfied some of the craving to have that kind of party, but not as big as we would have had. So we did make a cake for her, some characters. I think there were cartoon characters there. She doesn't even know those cartoon characters, but we did it. For her second birthday, now we are really into it, so we are not even craving it anymore. We're not going to have a party. We are just going to probably take pictures just to remind her this is how you look. And oh, talking about pictures, that's how we do too when we travel to places or go to art festival. For souvenirs, we do not buy souvenirs because those are some of the knickknacks I talk about. You just have to hang them, and we don't buy all those things where you have to hang stuff. You have to, of course, we have some wall art and family pictures, but most of the time we don't just go out and say we are shopping for things that we just go and hang in our houses, like things we don't really need. So we don't buy souvenirs when we travel. We just use pictures as souvenirs, as something that we can remember, and that's just it. Oh, fragrances, we don't do perfumes like your brands, not just brands, but we don't do any perfume. So that, I guess, helps. That's under cosmetics, I guess. We don't buy perfumes and all those things. They are full of crap. It's really toxic. Like, even if we were to have the money, we would still not use it after what we learned about what they put in them. It's not good. So we don't. In the beginning, it was hard for Chris. He really loves perfume, but now I think he forgot about it. So I used to use essential oils and mix it, and I think he got like, you know what, I'm fine. And I think what helped him the most was Isabel. He wanted to do the best for Isabel. So when I told him Isabel inhales the perfume when he carries her, he was like, oh no, I'm not putting it in anymore. So we don't use fragrances here as well. And somebody asked me about my hair, what I do to my hair. I actually want to lock my hair. The initial cost, though, it's expensive, $350. I mean, I can give that money to somebody to just go and waste on something they have been desiring. But I think I'll still do it. I want to lock my hair. I wanted to lock Isabel's hair, but his dad is like, no, woman, if you want to do it, do it. But no. I don't think he likes the locks. He's just not expressing it, but I don't think he likes it. He says it's going to be just one style, like I will be bored and I will hate it and blah blah blah. But I'm considering locking my hair. I think it will be easier. I learned that it's not that easy, like every month you have to twist it, but apparently I can do that from home. So I think that's just about it. If you are interested in teaching online, holla at me and I will help you. I'll guide you on how to do that. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.